The possibility of parole, reportedly strangled his wife to death during a conjugal visit. 54-year-old David Brinson was convicted in the 1990 execution-style murders of 4 men in the Mid-Wilshire District. Authorities say last November, while at Mule Creek State Prison in Northern California, he told officers his 62-year-old wife Stephanie had passed out during a conjugal visit. She was declared dead at the scene. 4 months later, a coroner confirmed that she was strangled to death. The Amador County District Attorney is awaiting the prison's full report before filing charges against Brinson. Brinson has since been transferred to a state prison in Stockton.
And let me go to the next one.
Questions about a killer, a man sentenced to 4 consecutive life terms without the possibility of parole, but allowed to have unsupervised family visits. And one of those visits, his wife ends up dead.
Your reporter Madison Keevy has the woman's family's plea to the prison make changes and give them answers.
Love your grandchildren more than anything, and that's what hurts the most, is because we got some that's about 3 years old. They don't know, what's going on. It's hard to explain that to them.
Stephanie Brinson wore many hats: grandmother, mom, a volunteer who gave back to her community.
It really hurt. She was a very loving person to a fault. She didn't care what your past was. She saw the good in everybody.
Stephanie died during an overnight family visit at Mule Creek State Prison. She was there visiting her husband, David Brinson, sentenced to 4 consecutive life terms without the possibility of parole for killing 4 men in a Los Angeles robbery in 1994.
She liked this guy and she trusted him, and unfortunately it was her demise.
According to the Amador County Sheriff's and CDCR, at some point in the middle of the night during their November visit, Brinson called the prison staff to say Stephanie passed out. 2 weeks later, her family was told something seemed suspicious about the case.
Kind of suspected it was something weird going on because she was healthy.
Her children's fears realized. The Amador County coroner ruled it a homicide. Stephanie was strangled.
It's a very frustrating role because we know it was just him and her in the room, nobody else. No supervision, no phones. They take her phone, they take all her belongings. So what hope does she have to...
And let me stop it right there. So let me bring that up. Very sad, very unfortunate, but black women, they have to learn the hard way. They love to talk about divested black women, but I'm going to start talking about these black women who love these kings. So this woman here, well, she should have been old enough to know better, and you heard what the son said. She loved everybody. She didn't care about your past. She just saw you as a good person, and she ran into this demon. Look at them ice cold eyes. This man has unalived people before, and this is the fool you want to marry and go visit and move in his cell? Hard for me to feel sorry for that, so she definitely should have chose better, and if black woman was smart, you'd avoid him. This is what happened when you, want to be a black male worshiper. It's too bad, so sad. She's no longer here. So, leave these kings alone. Leave these felons alone. Stop going to these prisons to hang out and visit and marry them and trying to rehabilitate him, and he's a good person, and I don't care about his past, and I know he did horrible things. Well, let me go back one more time to this woman's photo. Let me bring her up one more time. Nice looking older woman, and she's no longer here. So, like I said, they taking black women out every couple of hours, and they leaving their children orphaned. Even though they're adults, people still need their mother. Well, black women, you got to learn the hard way. These kings don't like you, and they will take you out.